Hi, my name is Kari Achatz, and I am an artist who lives and works in Buffalo, New York. I grew up in Buffalo and I've been living here my entire life. I actually graduated from Iroquois High School, which is located in Elma, New York. As a high school student, I was really interested in pushing the boundaries all the time. So thank you so much to my high school art teachers who really let me do that and kind of let me get away with a lot. So shout out to all those art teachers who let kids push boundaries. So when I was in college, I actually started what would be considered my signature style as an artist now. I'm known in Buffalo as an artist who draws with a blade. And what that means is I create all of my designs that you see behind me in my studio with an X-Acto blade. I use the same size blade for all of these works, and I do not draw them out beforehand. I just go in with my blade and cut. So kind of each design informs the next. So I'm always looking at either the back of a photograph or a blank piece of Tyvek to create the work. And so I know as an artist that if it works as a design only on a blank piece of paper or blank photograph, that it's going to go ahead and work in the final overall design. But when I was in college, my camera broke. And so I was a college senior, needed to graduate. And I thought to myself, well, I need to pass this class. So I went and I talked to my teacher. And my teacher said, well, you have a lot of photographs. Show me something new with the work that you've already done. And what I was able to do was I was able to cut into several of my photographs. And the first one that I actually did was a self-portrait. And she thought it was really exciting the way that I was cutting and layering. And so I can look back at those images now and I see that I still have this idea of man and nature connecting. I was very interested in these spaces that were popular in Buffalo but kind of broken and forgotten. And so it was really exciting to kind of watch that process for that class. So I became a teacher. I stopped making art for a little while. And it took me a couple years to kind of find myself and redefine myself by my own terms. So I had a minor in painting when I graduated from college, and it took me a little while to say, like, I am more than a painter and I want to express myself a little bit differently. That's when I picked up a camera and I started taking photographs again, and that is when I started cutting into my photos again. From there, I really wanted people to be able to enter my cut works and create these like large scale installations for people, but photography was not going to be the medium that I was going to be able to use to do that. So I started creating these huge large scale installations in Tyvek, and thus cutting into everything that I can is something that I started doing. So whether it's photographs, Tyveks, metal, I'm continually cutting. I work from a home studio most of the time, which is where I am coming from right now. Love to listen to music when I work. I listen to anything and everything from rap to new metal to Broadway show tunes while I'm working. So I wouldn't say that there's a particular kind of music, but I would most certainly say that music does inspire who I am as an artist. And so I will share a couple more works with you guys, and I hope that you enjoy.